update everyone from cashmore.com because that makes me more excited. On today's video, we're giving my Black Friday 2024 shopping tips. How to prepare yourself so you can save the most money and get the best deals. Thank you everybody so much for joining me. I want to ask you for a quick favor. If you like videos like this where I can go over ways so I can save you money on your tech and gaming purchases, please make sure you give a like to this video so we'll get it out in front of more people. And it does help us out with the good old YouTube algorithm, so thank you so much. Now, Black Friday is upon us. It is in 2 weeks in the United States, where it means a lot of gaming and tech deals are going to come around. And also, let's make a note that this will be primarily about gaming and tech because that's what the channel is focused on. So if you're looking for any kind of other category of items, just might not apply. It kind of can, but it's not focused on that. So let's get going. Now, we are already getting our Black Friday deals right now, our pre-Black Friday doorbusters, and especially for those of you who, like me, worked in retail before, you know that it's very rare. I shouldn't say it's only, but it's very, very, very rare when you get a doorbuster on any day other than or the week of Black Friday. And the reason why I made a note in my previous video that I put up last week about making a list is so you can have the items ready that you want to buy. It might not be a specific one, it might be a category. Like for me, I want to get a USB-C hub or switch, or I guess hub, docking station, whatever, for my laptop, so I can have it set up because technically it has a more powerful GPU than the desktop I use for recording my videos. But technically, because it's a laptop and my desktop's an i7, I believe the processor is faster than the desktop, so everything else is quicker. But that being said, the docking station might not be brand specific, but look for a good deal. But the reason that got me, or the main reason why it got me to record this today, is because it's already starting. So here is the ROG Ally 7-inch with the Ryzen Z1 Extreme. So if you saw my last video, you would have heard that on my list of things that I would like to get for myself this year is either a Steam Deck OLED or a ROG Ally X, just so I can take out with me, so I can play my PC games out on the go. More than likely it will be the ROG Ally because I do have Xbox Game Pass, and I use Epic Games for their free weekly games, so you need a Windows machine to run those, at least for now. But this came up today on my feed, the ROG Ally 7-inch, the last gen, which it has several differences from the ROG Ally X, but for $499, whereas the ROG Ally X is $799. It's a $300 difference, so it's like, I swear I almost pulled the trigger on this earlier today. But then I had to consider, okay, the upgrades like the thumbsticks, the battery life, and the fact that this only has 512 gigabytes of storage. I had to slow down, and of course I did not pull the trigger, but because of that, I want you to keep all these things in mind. Just slow down and do not make any impulse purchases, and because of that, I want you to make sure that you use a price tracker like this right here, pricetracker.wtf, amazing URL, amazing website. I do not have an account with these guys, like you can see right there, signing to track price changes, but so I'm just doing this just as an example. So you can go into this website and plug in the URL like I plugged in this one, for instance, and right here you can see the current price on these websites, and most of these, like the ROG Ally is exclusively sold. The retailer is Best Buy, so others were going to be resellers probably, but it gives you a good idea of where it has been as far as how the current is, a 6-month low and a 6-month high. So a lot of times with these sales, these companies like Best Buy, Amazon will inflate a price and then discount it. So something that might be worth $100, they'll say, oh, well, or their MSRP is $100. Oh, well, now the MSRP is $129 and we're selling it at $89.99, which gives you, like a decent discount. But if you pull that URL on a website like this one, or like Camel, which is better if you're using, this is better for Amazon. This price tracker, the WTF, will be better for like Best Buy and other retailers. But you will see on these sites how the prices have increased and decreased over time. So you can make sure that you actually are getting a good deal and you're not getting bamboozled by these different price fluctuations, because it is very common, especially like even like on Prime Day or pre-Prime Day or however many goddamn Prime Days there are these days, or and Black Friday. So keep that in mind. And also, for like I mentioned previously, sometimes if you're looking for a PC or some other limited items, in retail specifically for Black Friday, there will be limited edition items. Not that they're rare like collectors, but SKUs that are only available for that period of time, which means it's also very hard to track, on a website like this one or Camel. So if you plug it in here and you don't find a 6-month low or high or like a good history like here, that's why. So be very wary of those products. Sometimes they can be good deals, but most of the time they are just limited time things that you're not going to get a really good value of. So just make sure you do your comparisons. Also, make sure you are following at Video Game Deals on X. They will post a good amount of deals on here, good ones, pretty quickly. So if you don't want to look for it yourself or keep putting them into the price tracker like this one, follow them on X. Just a little caveat here. If you are going to follow them on X and you do find a good deal through one of their posts, make sure that you click on their link so that way they can get their commission from their post, because they are going through the legwork of giving it to us. So make sure you do that. You want to go on techbargains.com. This one has granted it does also have like anything that's a tech, I guess, bargain. So you have like stoves and USB chargers and so forth. But same thing through here. If you find a deal through here, make sure you go through the get deal button so that way they get their commission. However, if you are doing it by yourself and you find the deal personally, like if you're just keeping track of it through these sites, or just, if you go through here, if you find good data from here, you should click these links because it will give them a commission because they are providing a service. So I recommend you do so. However, if you're just going online and you already memorize that, okay, you know what, my buy price for me, a ROG Ally X. For me, my buy price, I would pull the trigger if I went on Best Buy's website and it was $599.99. That's my personal buy price for it. I doubt it'll get that low, but that's just what it is. And if I went online and found it on my own, then what I would do is I would use a website like Swagbucks or Rakuten to go through it and then get an additional percentage back on that purchase. So you get usually it's 1%. It's not much, but the additional 1% from there. And then if you've been following my other videos where I go over apps like Benjamin and Pogo, and if you've linked your purchase cards to those apps, you will get a percentage back from there as well. So, just stacking it up. It's pennies on the dollar. But it just adds to that overall savings that you're getting, which is always beneficial in the back end. So that is it for me, guys. Like I said previously, the main thing is have your list ready. So that way you're not making any impulse purchases, or you can try to avoid them if possible. Give yourself a slush fund. Maybe put something on there as far as oh, this looks really cool, like a collector's edition slush fund. I have about $100 set aside in case any cool collector's editions pop up somewhere that I missed in the past that are now discounted that maybe are a good value, and I'll get them now. But otherwise, I'm following to my list. ROG Ally X, USB-C docking station, some kind of charging block / cable that I can get from my Switch, which that way you can just plug in the block to the wall, and then that has a HDMI going out to a monitor or a TV. It's easier to take around than the dock. And that is it so far. So yes, again, make your own list. In Zelda. There's Zelda and the new Mario and Luigi game. Those are also on there as well. But make your list. Keep it handy. Keep researching. Remember, not everything that shines is gold. Do some research. Take some time so you can maximize your savings and don't get bamboozled by fake price discounts and the like. But thank everybody again so much for joining me. If you like what you've been seeing, make sure you give a little visit to the like, share, and subscribe buttons down below. If you have any questions, tips, comments, post them in the comment section. Right, go there, play some games, make some money, spend some money, see some money, don't get boned. Get boning.